you at one point in time bought the most expensive album, Wu-Tang album, Once a Time in Shaolin. It was yours, and like I understand previously you don't really want to talk about it. Can you just even tell us if it was good or bad? That's it. Just good or bad.
Yeah, I got some tracks right here. Let me see if I can play some real quick. Yeah.
Wait, are you fucking with this?
This is track 2, which is really a solid track. There we go. This is track 2 from Once Upon a Time in Shaolin. So I get a couple.
Wait, that's fucking crazy. What? Dude, my mind's blown.
So yeah, that's Method Man on track 2 of the Once Upon a Time in Shaolin. So
dude, my mind is blown that you just played that. That's insane.
Oh, I got others. I got Nirvana on these tracks. I got Beatles. I got a huge music collection. I probably had the best private music collection in the world. But Wu-Tang is nothing. But I owed the government $8 million. I paid $6 million cash. I had $2 million left to pay. And nobody knows this story. People want to just tell like this other story. But like, of course, I make MP3 copies and FLAC file copies. They're like hidden in safes all around the world. Like I'm not stupid. I don't buy something for $2 million and just fucking, keep it one copy. It's funny. My cat actually knocked the copy off the yeah, that's YOLO right there. My cat broke the Wu-Tang album case because she got scared and just knocked it off the table. So I had $2 million left to go, and the government was really great. They were like, listen, pay whenever you want. We know you've got lots of money, so the $2 million is not a big deal when you can't pay it. And then NFT mania just boomed. And I was like, cool, this is great. I can sell this crappy album. I thought it was worth 500 grand. I bought it for 1.5. So I was like, this is worth 500 grand at most. So let me sell this thing as an NFT or to a crypto bro or whatever and get out of this losing trade, because I bought it for 1.5, hoping I could sell it for more. I was like, if I can get 1.5 for it, I'm happy. And I'll just pay the government. And that way I don't have to sell any of my other stocks or whatever. So all of a sudden my buddy, who's a crypto bro, is like, listen, I'll take it off your hands for 2 mil and I'll hold it for you. So it's still like ours. So like, you don't have to feel like you sold it and nobody has to worry about it. And I was like, cool, dude. And what I didn't know is another person contacted the government at the same time and said, I want to buy the album too. And so when my lawyer said, do you authorize us to sell this album to your friend? I was like, yeah, sure, go ahead. They sold it to the other dude and they sold it for 2.4. So I made about 800 grand on it. I was happy about that. But when I found out it wasn't my friend buying it, I was livid. I was like, who actually bought this thing? This is crazy. And it turns out it was this Pleaser DAO group who paid $4 million for it, which is really crazy. That's an absurd number. It's not worth anything. And the joke is kind of on them that they bought this thing without even figuring out if the MP3s are still floating around or not, which is like, talk about YOLO. That's a stupid trade. So I still have the MP3s. I don't know what I'll do with them necessarily. You heard a snippet of song 2. It's a double album. But again, like this whole, like, it just goes to show you like all this narrative is like, all these narratives are bullshit. One guy was like trolling me. He's like, now you can't hear the Wu-Tang album anymore, Martin. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, just, people are so certain and sure of themselves. That's kind of, I guess, why you made your bet with me, right? Like, people are so sure of themselves that they know everything and then they get embarrassed. So maybe I'm about to get embarrassed with this trading competition. Geez, I'm starting to wonder. But nah, I'm not going to lose.